What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, we're gonna do a little 2021 review video where we go through some of our coolest, funnest, best, and brightest moments in fishing in 2021. Sit back and enjoy. All right, to start off the year, I was invited to a private pond where we caught some Valentine's Day trout, and then we cooked it up for dinner, and it was absolutely delicious.
I haven't caught a rainbow trout since freaking Colorado. I'm pumped, it's awesome.
Also, the first time I'd ever caught trout in Ohio. Yeah, it was pretty cool, and man, it tasted absolutely great. Happy Valentine's Day to trout dinners.
Yes.
Rainbow trout. Oh, that's good. When the season got kicking off, this was in March, we caught a bunch of nice smallies. I had just joined the CAST CRAY team, and so I was fishing heavy with the nubs and loving every minute of it.
All right, guys, another smallmouth right here at the rapids. They're starting to heat up. Nice smallie. Another smallmouth. Another current fighting smallmouth. On the nub. Let's go. Listen, go to castcray.com. Use my code MFM10. Get you some money off. And get you some smallies on the line. Dang. Come on now.
Need to have me a creek fishing adventure. Creek fish. This was a little dream sequence I put together that I was trying to make a fun skit. And I can't sing, but I still attempted to sing a little song about fishing with John Dalton, who's like, you know, he's one of my like creek fishing heroes. You know, I watch all of his videos. He does exactly what I do, and I freaking love his channel. And I thought it was so awesome to get to fish with him. Babe, wake up. I just had a dream I went fishing with John Dalton from Creek Fishing Adventures. That was Jen putting up with my shenanigans of the skit we put together. And yeah, my very first Coosa bass, which apparently only are in this little region in, I think, Tennessee and maybe in Georgia, but I think they might just be along the stretch of water in Tennessee.
Look at this, y'all. All right.
That was awesome. I got to fish with one of my fishing heroes, and he put me on my first Coosa bass.
Really cool. Look how like bluish green they are. That is wild.
I had to put this in here because this beaver was the size of a small car. I'm telling you, this thing was every bit of the size of a German Shepherd. It was ginormous. We named her Winona because she's a big brown beaver and the biggest one I had ever seen. Crazy. Boom! Look at that tail smack. She was like, get out of my lake.
Did you see that? Mr. Beaver on the bank.
This was cool. I actually saw this little doe sleeping and was able to fly the drone right over him. Didn't spook him, didn't scare him. He just sat there kind of snugged up in the grass. And yeah, that was pretty cool. And speaking of deer, this was an awesome experience. Me and Paul found this deer who was stranded on a steep bank, and then check this out. He swims right into my arms.
Hi. Come on, I'll help you out. I'll help you out. What the heck? So, this fawn is
can you believe that?
sitting here on this bank. He must have fell down. Oh, he is.
Wow.
We adopted.
We adopted. We're gonna help him get back up this bank because he was just kind of stuck here, and I'm sure he came from up there. I got you. I know.
Matt and I are dads.
Bye, buddy. Do not come back down here.
Now this set of videos, this was pretty cool. I actually had, it was the first time we went down to Florida, I think it was April, and we caught a little of everything. One of my bucket list fish, John Dalton from Creek Fishing Adventures, gave me this spot that I'm fishing at right now and told me I should find a peacock bass, and I do.
Dude, what?
Look, hold on, if you see this, I was so excited. I must have smacked my rod against the guardrail and broke the tip of my pole. I didn't even care. I was so pumped I caught a peacock bass. Look at that. Wow.
Peacock bass. Oh, man. I knew something was trying to attack in that friggin' thing. I'm so glad I stuck with it. Wow. And he is feisty first peacock bass. Yes. Let's go.
And here is fishing on the Orange River.
Ooh.
And this striper absolutely just demolished my lure.
Hello, mama. Wow. All right. We're gonna have to get the scale out for this guy. 303. Heck yeah. Wow. I was reeling that back into the boat and he just crushed it.
You could see I threw the lure and basically doinked him right on top of the head, and he just went buck wild after that. I was reeling this in and I thought this was my PB largemouth.
Oh, on this little mini whopper plopper. Okay, all right. Wow.
He wasn't my PB, but he was awfully close.
Man.
He was just a few ounces away. He was, I think it was a 4.5 pounder. I think my PB is like 412. I don't have a huge PB for largemouth. I don't go into largy territory.
Oh, come on.
Now this was crazy. I was fishing at a pond in Florida, and I threw my popper out. And as I threw it, this bird took off and flew right into my line. And man, I had a heck of a time getting this off of him. He had a sharp beak, and he pecked at my hand twice. It was not nice. But we got him loose. I think he lived the rest of his life. There he goes flying away.
There we go.
Yeah, these golf course ponds definitely had some nice bass in them. I think this was another right around 4 pound, 3.5, 4 pound pond bass. Just freaking choked the CAST CRAY flipping jig.
Get out of the grass.
I'm being super careful to stay away from the water because there were a couple big gators in this pond that had been cruising around.
Oh my goodness. Look at him. We're gonna get a weight on him. Heck yeah.
What's going on, CAST Crazies? We're ready for a tournament this Saturday at Alum Creek State Park. You, is it me? I don't know, it could be. You just better show up and bring your A game.
Now this was the promo video that me and AJ did a little shot. We were trying to hype up the first Ohio YouTuber Championship tournament hosted by myself and CAST CRAY, and we had a fun time making the whole wrestling thing come about, and we hosted it here at Alum Creek State Park. Awesome time. I was sick as a dog. I could barely talk. But it was a good time. It was a good time. And your winner was Brian Slayton, the creek crawler, man. Let's go! He had a great time, and he really busted out the big fish that day. This is a little train track spot that I caught. What was when I caught this? I think this was like May. This was my PB crappie. This thing was an absolute tanker. Wow.
First of all, guys, I wear a size 15. Look at that.
I didn't have anything to measure him with, So I used my shoe, and I have a size 15 shoe. That's all I could do. This is where Jen catches what would be her PB largie for a little bit. She had only caught like a 1.1 pound largie, and so this one bumped it up just a little bit before she catches her true PB.
Let him fight, Jen. Let him fight.
This is her true PB. This is in Colorado. She catches an absolute tank.
That is your PB, Jen. That is your PB. That is your PB. Hold on, don't horse him, don't horse him, don't horse him.
Finally. Oh, it's a big.
Jen, your new PB is 3 points.
She is pumped. Still pumped. I don't know if she's going to be able to beat that PB for a while. Look at, she's geeked out.
Ooh, yeah.
Good thing it's still
Nice.
breathing.
And that is on a soon-to-be-released CAST CRAY crawl. That'll be coming out this year for you guys. This was another PB for me. I think when I caught this, I thought it was a sauger. And I ended up identifying it as a saug eye. I don't really fish for those on purpose a lot, but this thing was a beast.
Oh man, look, he's got another hook.
Again, rocked him out on the CAST CRAY jerkbait. Man, CAST CRAY got us so many PBs this year.
That, guys.
We got one more species on the board, making it 9.
Of course, you guys know Paul from Cincy Fish Dudes. He caught this awesome long-nosed gar on a trip where I think we caught 11 species as a group that day. Just slayed them.
And then letting
Ooh, dude.
There's nothing more fun than taking a buddy out and putting them on their very first bass. And I took my buddy Matt out, who doesn't really fish a lot or at all much, and we were able to put him on his very first bass, and it was a largemouth bass. He is super pumped. Oh man, this was an awesome day.
Oh my goodness, and that's a good one, dude. Here, put that down. I gotta get some pictures of you holding this, your first bass.
So how do I hold that?
So you hold him just like this. Okay. Pinch it with your thumb. He may wiggle, so just hold him tight.
Got it.
Awesome, dude. Okay, let's check this out.
Yes.
Matt's first bass.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
drop
release.
him?
Yep, just drop him. My special guest, introduce yourself.
My name is Mason Raleigh, and I'm here to fish today.
And Mason, you haven't caught a bass before, have you?
Never.
Never caught a bass before. We are gonna change that today.
Speaking of firsts, this was Mason's first bass ever, and he caught a nice smallmouth out of the Great Miami River. Nice big water. He wasn't afraid to go wading. We put him in a life jacket. He was pumped. He was geeked. He had a blast that day. He even bit the dust a couple times and still was a trooper about it.
Smallmouth bass. All right. Here's how. See how I'm holding him?
Yes.
Pinch him hard.
What do I do with this?
I'll take it.
Pinch him by
Yep. Pinch him in the mouth. Yep. He's gonna wiggle, so keep pinching. Right. I'm gonna take your. Ooh! You caught your first bass.
Bro, that is sick. Oh my gosh. This is the first bass I've ever caught.
Wow. Okay, let's take a picture with the phone real quick.
And both Mason and Matt got their first fish on CAST CRAY lures. How awesome is that? This is Caleb, my buddy Drew, his son, catching his first largemouth bass. Definitely his biggest, man. That thing was pushing, I think, almost 2.5, 3 pounds. For a little guy, man, it's so awesome to watch them catch, like almost 2 3/4 pound largemouth. He was pumped.
Hold him underneath there. There you go. Let's get him going. Yeah, hold him underneath. You can let him swim away from you.
Oh, that was awesome! Yes, that was awesome.
First cast with the CAST CRAY swim bait.
For those of you who are familiar with the channel, you'll know this is also in Colorado, what we labeled the Lake of Fire. our little secret juice spot where we were just catching tank after tank after tank. I think the average fish we caught here was 2.5 to 3 pounds. All these fish were just absolute beasts. And you see the first fish we caught right there was on the segmented CAST CRAY bait. This nice smallie was on the beaver, which will be coming out in a few months. Here, the CAST CRAY beaver. And it almost takes Caleb out. Okay. He was a trooper about it, though.
Someone got the smallmouth.
Man, that's all he wanted.
He got him on like a small beaver thingy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he bit the soon-to-be released CAST CRAY beaver. Look at that smallmouth. Holy smokes. Look at this beefcake.
This was another Colorado catch. This was an accidental snag, a big old giant carp on the CAST CRAY 6-stick. And just I was running it along, and it just got, you can see it got him right on top of the back there. Wow. Nice fish though. Jen knocked her bucket list off of seeing a wild moose in Colorado. This was an awesome experience. She's geeked.
What up, yo? Look at Matt's fishing mission. Now you're on Paul's side quest.
Doing what Paul does best, catching fish. It's always a side quest on Matt's fishing mission for Cincy Fish Dudes. Speaking of Cincy Fish Dudes, this is Neil catching a really nice smallie. I think first cast as soon as we got out on the water. He landed this awesome smallie.
Yes, baby. We got scales and stuff. Come on.
Actually, Matt should get a picture.
Dude.
Wow.
Third cast.
This is me about to bite the dust. I was trying to do the no lure left behind and didn't get this one. This was a failed mission.
How was your swim? Oh, not refreshing. Not refreshing. Nice little discovery.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was cool. We found like a little...
Me and Paul, Cincy Fish Dudes, just absolutely went to this beautiful waterfall spot, and we caught probably 60 largemouth.
Absolute tanks swimming around in there.
Oh, what'd you do, snag it? Yep.
My buddy Mike, it always seems that whenever we go out together, I always catch the tank smallie, and it's just how it's been. I don't know what, and you'll see Mike's face here when I pull this fish in. He's just like, why? Why does this happen every time? Why do you always get the big fish?
Oh my God, Mike!
Look at him. He's like, how's this happen?
17-inch small.
But we always have a good time. Mike's a good fishing buddy.
You killed it, brother. Like
Let's
always.
Go. Let's
Every
go,
time
guys.
I bring Matt.
I'm telling you, CAST CRAY square bellies, they are fire. Smallmouth tear them up in these creeks, and that was the king of the creek. But we're gonna see if we can find Matt his first smallmouth. Today is a little bit different fishing mission. I'm with my buddy Matt, and we are hitting the trail on our bikes. It is the Little Miami, the scenic Little Miami bike trail.
This was an interesting little adventure. Me and Matt hit up a bike and bass mission where he got his very first smallmouth. And then I was able to land this really nice looking largie out of the Little Miami River.
Oh, there we go. That was a good bite.
Here we are once again fishing with Cincy Fish Dudes. He took me to this really awesome park pond and caught what was probably one of the bigger largemouth that I've seen out of this pond.
Yeah, we were hitting those shallow coves, and they're not there yet. They're there in the spring and fall when Matt and I usually fish here, but they're coming up deep now.
This is the spot where this is actually the fish catch that I determined. This is where I'm going to fish during a soon-to-come Little Miami Conservancy tournament. And I just absolutely caught these beast fish. And I was like, okay, this is the place I'm coming back to. And this was the fish that kind of convinced me to do that. It was I think almost a 19-inch largemouth.
Oh, look at him. He is about 18 3/4. Wow. Oh.
Beautiful.
Here's me and Paul out here fishing with corn for some carp and catfish, and we first 5 minutes we caught this really nice carp on some corn.
Nice.
Molly Redemption?
No, this is, oh wait, what is that? Is that Smalley?
This is me and Jen back at the Great Miami River, and I caught my personal best. I think I called it a striper, but I later determined this is a white bass. And caught my PB white bass. It was like a 2-pound white bass. Look at that thing. That thing is a tank white bass.
Like 1-pounders. So this is pretty cool. All right, well, you're letting this guy go.
Matt with the top water. Look at those patterns. Well, if we ever catch him again, we'll definitely know who he...
Really cool smallmouth that I caught with Paul. It was like a 2.5, 3-pound smallmouth, but he had these really cool, like birthmark looking dots on his face. It was a cool fish.
Smallmouth buffalo.
Oh my God, it is smallmouth buffalo.
And then moments later, on the CAST CRAY retina bait, I caught this absolute mondo smallmouth buffalo.
Majestic. Hi. How are you? We'll get you back in there, buddy.
Can we get a weight on
I
this
don't
bad
have
boy?
any of that on me, but do you have any?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. 10.01.
10? I'm so off. That's a 10-pound buffalo?
Yeah. I mean, I can't hold it still, but
Yes.
that's a 10-pound. We're gonna call it. Heck yeah.
Same day, catching some sawguy. One of these days I'm gonna do a catch and cook.
Are biting. Oh, saw guys are fun. Look at that. CAST CRAY baits, get you some. MFM 10.
And here's me trying to act like a snake wrangler, and the snake said no way.
Look at that bad boy.
This is the biggest crappie I have ever seen with my human eyes. Paul catches it was just short of a 16-inch black crappie. Just a mammoth mammoth crappie.
Turn him around this way. Look at the size of that crappie's mouth.
I thought he was a bass.
Oh yeah,
15.
it's 15 and a half.
I think that's my PB. Mine was 14.
And that of course was on the CAST CRAY Crap Slap Grubs. Just a killer bait. This whole year I was determined to try to catch something fly fishing. Not a good fly fisherman, not an experienced fly fisherman. And I finally made it happen on the East Fork Little Miami River.
There we go. There we go. First fish on the fly. And it's a smallie. Nice.
I didn't see where you hooked them.
What the heck?
Sorry, I snapped your line.
Speaking of Cincy Fish Dudes, the other half of Cincy Fish Dudes, Neil, me and him went out and we caught this, what would be my PB channel catfish. I think it was like a 5-pounder.
There we go. Oh my gosh, Neil.
And then the catch of the day.
I'll be right over.
I thought it was another catfish, but it was just an absolute monster smallie.
What is that?
Oh my,
Matt,
that's my PB. That's my PB smallie.
Oh God, that's the biggest.
Oh my God, that's the biggest smallie I've ever
Grab
seen.
him.
Oh my God, Neil! Oh my God! On a CAST CRAY square belly, just off outside this riffle. Look at him! What a beaut!
That is sick.
So close to my PB, man, just ounces away.
He ended up being 3.33, and my PB was 3.37. And here we've got the 3 fish that won me the Little Miami Conservancy tournament. It was that spot I went back to. I got the 14.5 inch fish, Then I got this nice 16.75 smallmouth. And then on the top water, I absolutely just crushed another 17, I think a 17.25 inch smallie. Just awesome fish out of the spot.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Submit to leaderboard. All right, here we go. 17.25 inch smallmouth.
I ended up catching like 30 fish that day, but the 3 fish that won it for me were in the first like 45 minutes. And here's the trophy presentation.
Yes.
Inches.
Thank you.
There you go,
All right.
sir. Most importantly, in addition to first place, Matt's also taking home big bass at 17.25 inches. So, well done, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hogging it all.
Appreciate it. First place. So awesome. Number one, I want to give a shout out to these guys right here, Little Miami Conservancy. If you guys don't know who the Little Miami Conservancy is, they take care of our resources. They take care of our river in so many ways. It's my first tournament win ever, and it's here in my hometown. Let's go.
Hey, Matt.
This is me and Paul with some Halloween shenanigans. Paul with the Oscar level worthy acting on this.
There we go. Man, I saw that wake.
This was coming into November. I caught an absolute beast of a 3-pound smallmouth on the Crap Slap Grubs from CAST CRAY. And I probably caught him in about 8 inches of water. The water was about as deep as he is tall. You know, and to end the year off, we got some really terrible news with Jen getting cancer, but I want to thank all of you for supporting us and helping us with donations and just love and support and prayers. You guys really came through, so we appreciate you on that. Thank you for watching this 2021 wrap-up video. I hope to bring some more awesome fishing adventures to you in 2022. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.